Alright, hello everybody. It looks like we are back. I was about to get really angry at my ISP, but it looks like they have solved whatever the issue was. So I don't know, I'm going to assume that you guys missed out the... I'm assuming that you guys probably missed out on the majority of this comment. Oh god, come on. Alright. I don't know, I'm going to assume that you... Twitch, please. Alright, so... we probably missed the majority of this fight. In this case, you've clearly bested us. We merely request our lives. 4 missiles, 1 drone part, 9 scrapped. I'm not crazy about, so we're going to say we will now accept surrender. Because we're bloodthirsty that way. And again, we need to keep focusing on the weapon system, because if that missile manages to fire off, we're going to take a lot of damage. Thank you, everybody, by the way. I know this is... So again, this is my net loss follow stream. And definitely when I move on to the more conventional game, the fact that my voice is sort of giving out so I don't do the commentary that I normally do, as well as the fact that there's a sudden interruption partway through, I definitely appreciate that is not the kind of stream that I run normally. So you guys have definitely been a lot more patient with the material than... sorry, you guys have been very patient with material that I'll be honest, I kind of thought I was a little bit better than. So, in any case, we'll definitely close it with at least one good session of FTL. It'll probably be just the one session because it is past midnight now, but we'll close out strong. So, and as far as the deal, so hey Wedgie, I don't know how to turn off these notifications. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I do, because it's past midnight. There we go. So, again, we talk a little bit about all these different scenarios that come up, all of these different possibilities as far as options. And in this case here, you always take a little bit of a risk. You could potentially take damage to your ship. You could wind up missing out on... a better deal down the road. In this case, it paid off for us. The 3 fuel and the 18 scrap is a lot more worthwhile to us than what they were offering. So we'll continue. We're sitting on a very healthy 129. And at this point here, I can go to a store, or I can take a chance and get something potentially cool in the other sector. I don't really feel comfortable trying for 2 more, because you notice the distance here is probably enough to cause me problems at the exit. So I think I'm going to move 1 to the left, I'm going to ignore the store, and then I'm going to go up to the exit. All right. Thanks, guys. So it looks like everybody's finding their way back in. Dark Duchess 90. I'm a Mac streamer. How did you not know this? Well, probably because I try to stream my games full screen. But in this case, if I try to stream FTL full screen, I wind up having a big black screen where chat should be. So in this case, I opted to try to go for a spacey background and deal with it. So Dark Duchess, I take it you're a Mac streamer as well then? All right, you jump into your sector filled with civilian activity. You scan the various advertisement channels, and while waiting for your FTL to charge, you are intrigued by a gray market shipwright. Trade 2 drone parts for 7 fuel, which is a fantastic deal. I have no use for drone parts at the moment. OS 10 hype indeed. So I will say, I don't like speaking... okay, so obviously I speak ill about stuff. But I try to at least keep a constructive sense of these things. So I will say that I think the multi-platform version of OBS needs to stop pretending that there is a ready-made solution for audio capture. All of them are in beta and all of them have problems. This is the one I started with and I didn't like, but then the other one stopped working altogether. So, by the way, I really apologize for the gravelly voice. I'm definitely losing it. You and your Mac have not been getting along well for sound, so you've not been able to stream yet. So, Dark Duchess, I know your pain. I will show you what version of OS I'm using. I'm using Yosemite 10.10.4. Oh, by the way, I know I Smell Like Poo was asking about specs, so this is it. 2.3 i7, 16 gigabytes of RAM, GT 750M, and then there's also the built-in chipset. It's an Intel Iris. So basically, it's a couple of the late 2013 model MacBook Pro with as many of the expansions as they could get in it. Do I have any advice and tips for FTL? Well, Sherilyn, I am not very good at this game myself. I've beat the game once as on easy mode. Now, the only difference about easy mode is that you're just going to get more scrap. So basically, what it does is it allows you some more options as far as your purchasing goes. Oh, sorry. You know what? I also said. I also told Dark Duchess I was going to show you. The other part. So that's the OS that I'm running now. Yosemite. Sorry, Sherilyn. I will get back to your FTL question, but I need to do the Mac question first. So the first solution that I used is called WaveTap. I'll show you my system preferences for this. So WaveTap is something that will record your desktop audio. Now, I noticed that I was having syncing problems. I don't have those anymore, so I switched for a while to a program called... Why can't I remember it? Hopefully it's in my... I can't... It was either Jack or Siphon Inject. Anyways, if you use that on a copy of Yosemite, it usually has a clicking noise or a static noise that comes in the background, and it's a known bug. They just abandoned the software. They haven't fixed it. So the best that I can say is that what I've set up right now is I've done WaveTap as they tell you on the multi-platform tutorial, except that I went under... Sorry guys, I know non-Mac users are not going to find this useful at all. But when I loaded up WaveTap, I went to the audio MIDI setup. Here, I created a new multi-output device. And basically, I took my headset and WaveTap. And then what I've done here is I've selected my multi-output device. So what I've got is my desktop audio coming to OBS for Mac. And then I'm also able to hear the audio that's going on inside. So now, I know that all of this software is buggy, so you've probably tried something like that and it didn't work out for you. But I will just let you know that was how it worked. Hello, Mr. Pornstar. I don't believe that you're new, but... Okay, so Sherilyn, you've been very patiently waiting for... Oh man, you guys are awesome. I love. We've all got all these classic Mac users in here. This is wonderful. I usually use this for stat stuff, but I mean, let's face it. I put an NVIDIA card in here for a reason. You know, I'm going to get some gaming done. So Cheryl, I'm going to, I'll tell you a little bit about how I've done this run. This doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good tip for FTL, but this is the way that I'm running the game. First of all, you'll notice that I am a bit reflective in how I play the game. I think one of the biggest things that you can do, and I don't believe I've seen you here for one of the Crusader Kings 2 streams, and I apologize if you've been here before and I didn't recognize. But basically, the biggest asset that you have is, you know, your brain and your strategizing. So as soon as you get into a combat situation, your favorite button, space. Pause, reflect on the situation, especially if looks like things are going off the rails. Because at that point, that's when you really need to start making those split-second decisions. Like, how do I save my crew member who might possibly die or something like that? So the biggest thing that I do here, you'll notice the way that I take apart these ships. I say it's like, what's the one resource that I really don't want to consume right now? Well, for me, it's the ship health. So if I have a way of avoiding damage to the ship, I'm going to take it. Normally, that means that I start targeting the weapon systems. Now, on occasion, I'm going to say something like, okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to take out this weapon system before it fires off a missile. So how do I deal with the possibility of a missile? Well, one thing I could try to do is charge up my Artemis and then and then hope that I hit that ahead of time. That's not the most effective method, though. What is a little bit more effective is for me to use that piece of power instead of charging the Artemis to charge the engines, because I go, instead of having the 5 dodge that I start on the Kestrel, I move up to the 10 dodge, which means I've just doubled my dodging capacity by allocating that power. So in this case, I can say I can wait for my Artemis to charge and hope it launches before the enemy missile launches, which almost never happens, or I can charge up my my engines, and I will at least double my chances of dodging that. Oh, you meant tips for me? Sorry, did I completely misread that? Oh, do I take advice? I am so sorry, Cheryl. I wasn't paying attention at all. Yeah, I mean, if I ignore it, please don't be offended. I don't respond well to being treated as a voice-activated controller, but yeah, if you want to offer advice, I definitely take it in the spirit of sharing the game with people. I am so sorry. And Dark Duchess has tried WaveTap. It didn't want to work for you, but thanks for the info. You'll try to mess with WaveTap again. Yeah, Dark Duchess, I was going to say too, like, my mailbox is always open, so if you want to... I've had to work with those problems myself. So, if you would like me to make an effort, I'm happy to talk with you with the issues. Suffice to say, though, that you are not alone in these problems, and I really wish that Multi-Platform OBS would work out their own solution. Chalk does this for every game he plays. It's fun to watch. Yeah, sorry, Sleep Break. I mean, I'm watching chat. I'm also trying to... There's something else that's happening on the monitor just beside it. So I completely didn't notice the intention, and then I read the statement again, and then I saw CPO's message in that. So keep in mind there is a bit of a delay on the stream, but I definitely let that run a lot longer than it should have. Diam25 System Chalk, system something to... I have no idea what game you're talking about. Man, lots of good new people in here. Thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. I know I am not a very good FTL streamer, as you will see in the next couple of rounds. So, oh, you followed me from Clara's streams. That's nice of you. This is kind of your first. That's cool. Well, I mean, if you like me babbling over games and not getting a whole lot done, you'll love the Crusader Kings 2 streams. We did do something a little bit different tonight. I did Dota 2. It doesn't seem like it was that popular, but I'll maybe try casting it again, like commentating it. But I don't think I'll do another analysis of the gameplay, especially because like when I did a hero follow of my hero, it wasn't that exciting. So. But yeah, thank you everyone. So we've got, I'm counting 3 new faces here. So you've got Dark Duchess, Diam25, and Cheryl. If you're new here and I haven't talked to you yet, please speak up. I'd love to talk to you. So at this point, I think I'm going to go for my extra shield. I've definitely got the resources. I was holding off just because there might have been a cool offer that I got. But at this point here, I think the extra shield will help me out just to prevent my my damage from going too high. And again, the game forces me to make one jump in a certain direction. Training your cat to play FTL on hard with no pause, but so far it's been challenging. We'll remove the shock collar for a 2-week trial period. Shock collar. System shock collar. Was that the game that you were thinking of? One of your tips was from Diam, move power from health to weapons. Oh yeah, no, that's a good point actually. Again, I normally don't do the Artemis weapons, but in this case there's no reason for me to have that med bay up. I actually normally do that too. Thanks for pointing that out. Okay, so what is our path to... So one thing that's appealing about this route is there's lots of spaces, but this one's also kind of appealing because of the nebula. It's like I can kind of move back, then through the nebula. I think I'm going to try going north for this one. Yes, yep, it's that. It is not a disaster like last time. You'll get to see the fiery death of the Kestrel. Oh, I forgot to name the ship. Oh well. You detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Intervene and defend the outpost. The rebel responds to your threat. I don't know who you are, but no one defies the rebel fleet. They move in to engage. So I think that's a missile there. Again, we're looking for burst lasers. This is the drawback, of course, is that... yep, that definitely is a burst laser. Or definitely is a missile. You know, I can put everything into shields if I want, but in the end, I'm not going to be able to deal with a missile other than dodging. So, that's really sucks that 2 of those got through, but... Well, I didn't even know you could shoot drones out of the sky. That's how long it's been. Something like the SS Tragic Defeat or the Debacle. I like the SS Debacle, actually. That's a really great name. Excuse me, guys. 3 missiles, Jesus. Maybe Axe mad that I haven't healed him up yet. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the burst laser. I'm kind of being a bit of a miser with my missiles. At this point, I think I'm just going to keep punishing them on weapons. It looks like they're not running away, so... The Baconizer was the best until it exploded in an asteroid field. Ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. The outpost hails you. The pompous bastards expected free service just because they defeated the Federation. Take this for your help. 26 scrap is definitely a healthy total. So I guess Akadax earned some healing. So I'm assuming the majority of you guys are just going to follow whatever FTL streams you find. It's certainly a great game to follow. I think the first FTL game I wound up watching was Lethal Frags. That was how I... Oh no, I got to know him from Risk of Rain, but he definitely plays a lot more FTL than Risk of Rain, so... Your scans reveal an ore refinery and several factories, all standing still and empty. No life signs detected. Okay, so I think I can get away going to the Distress and then the Nebula. Man, my voice is cracking like a teenager at this point. You've encountered a refugee ship drifting in space. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, and you're not sure if anyone is on board, and its communications seem to be down. This reeks of a trap, but... Well, every mission is a suicide mission. Prepare to board and investigate. As you approach the ship, the other ship's transporters suddenly power up, and on your deck swarm the now cannibalistic refugees. Driven mad by lack of food, they've turned to feeding on each other, and now your crew is next. So, we use a tried and tested strategy. Oxygen is a privilege, not a right. CPO, sorry, there's not enough space in the med bay. I introduced you into FTL, CPO. That's cool. Do you like FTL? Oh god. Alright. CPO, I want to see what you're made of. You gotta go continue your chores. It's taking a lunch break. So, Sherilyn, if you're still... obviously, if you have to go, you have to go. I'm curious what region you're from, but if I see you in Clara's channel... I get to ask you next time. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I hope you have a good time. And hope to see you again. All right. So CPO, I think you did a good job. You've earned some time in the med bay. You fought that cannibal all by your lonesome. Alright. This time I'll remember to disable the power. Still here was Aglio... Oh. I was just curious what part of the world you were in because of the, if it's lunchtime. Alright, so I miscalculated. I'm not able to take advantage of that nebula, so let's just jump ahead. Also gotta go mod later, so ciao. Alright, Cheryl, thanks for stopping by. Sorry to keep you later than intended. A small research... Oh, Malaysia? I've got a friend from Malaysia. You have good Dota players from there too. Mushi's incredible. Unfortunately, I don't know any Malaysian, so I only know of the country. I know no way of greeting or departing. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I also hope you get to do some of your modding. Small research station orbits a nearby pulsar. It appears to be largely abandoned, but you detect power signatures flaring up as soon as you're in scanning distance. A small combat ship launches from the station. Pirates! Alright. Wouldn't be FTL if they didn't have an infuriating missile as well as a teleporter. I am confident in your ability to kill the mantis, Davin. Okay, you are not going to kill the mantis. Run away! Eh, they stunned their own guy. Oh god, what am I doing? Power the med bay. Unfortunately, this is actually particularly bad for me because if they successfully take out the power, I'm hooped. So I gotta think, is there a smarter way for me to do this? First of all, I'm not gonna kill Sleepbringer as much as I want to. Well, at least we took out the, at least we took out the weapons. We're losing all the systems, unfortunately. But we don't need to defend against, don't need to defend against incoming attacks right now, so CPO, you'll get the experience fighting Mantai. Alright, you've enjoyed your nap, Sleepbringer, so you get to start repairing engines. And looks like the missiles are back online, so this is just gonna hurt. Oh god! Why can't I handle this? Okay, nothing I can do about the shields because it's down right now, so let's just go punch this guy. I will take that offer of surrender. Oh sure, and they get the last salty missile strike. Oh god! We've got a panda bomb! Oh Jesus, I gotta deal with the flare. Okay, I will be with you folks in a second. I gotta get out of here. Alright, hello Raiders! My god, okay, let's see if I can read all the names. So first of all we had Sherilini from Clara's channel stop by. Now we have got Cypher Almasi. By the way, sorry guys, my voice is really going. So, Brain Cage, Sir Wedgie, UGR Gaming, New Brains, Pie of Reckoning. So many familiar faces. I'm sorry for timing you all out. More UGR Gaming. I love that enthusiastic one. Who else do we have? Onode the Jaime. Thank you. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Thank you very much for the follow. We've netted out. We lost a follower today because I was doing a big Dota 2 like replay and it was really boring. So somebody actually unfollowed for that. You guys have made my night. Commander Shepard N7, wonderful name. I haven't said hi to you yet. EMZOLV, Killjoy. Oh my god, I keep forgetting Claire's got 1 million viewers. Sir Wedgie is spamming it. Brain Cage, I think I said hi. Okay, well, I'll just read these out again. New Brains, Mellow Hero, Onoda, thank you for being the first follower out of that. Chumley, it's good to have you in here. I can't remember the last time I've seen you in the channel. That's wonderful. 78 viewers, my God. I keep forgetting. Riley Putnam07, thank you very much for that follow. And thank you, Wedgie, thank you very much for that follow. New Brains, oh my God. Okay, I'm probably not going to be playing this game for the next couple of minutes. So guys, obviously the majority of the channel now. Demarius54, thank you very much for that follow as well. Thank you, everyone. Claire is such a wonderful streamer. So, it's one thing. Mellow Hero, thank you very much for that follow as well. If I got timed out, leave him that way. Oh, Ponce! Guys, Ponce. Okay. Guys, I am going to have to let the follows go by just because I've got, you know, I'm going to be spending the whole time in here. Oh, it's Charmander Shepherd. Sorry, guys. So I want to talk a little bit about the guys who are in the channel right now. So first of all, a lot of you guys already know Clara because she gave me